What's going on, guys? This is Suhas Bobde and welcome to my YouTube channel. You must have heard about Manali Leh Highway, right? It stretched to 500 kilometers with an average elevation of 4,500 meters. It passes through 5 snow-covered mountains. There are long stretches with almost no human population. Most of your journey will be off-road. It passes through one of the most extreme but really beautiful terrains on the planet. It is every rider's dream to ride on this highway. Can you imagine how will you feel if you get a chance to ride a bicycle on this highway, covering a distance of 500 kilometers in 9 days? It is really cool idea, right? Last year, I was planning solo bicycle ride from Manali to Leh. I executed my plan in the first week of July along with my two friends who joined me in the last moment. Riding through one of the most extreme terrains on the planet is a lifetime experience. Everyone should try this once in their lifetime. In this video, I'm going to share all the details to plan this trip. So, stay tuned. Normally, it takes 9 days to reach Leh by bicycle. Keep 2 days in buffer because weather in the high passes is extremely tricky and you cannot deny the chances of landslides. Therefore, it is always better to have 2 days in spare. Once you reach Manali, I'll advise you to spend at least 2 days to get acclimatize yourself with high altitude weather conditions. In these 2 days, you can explore nearby places or you can take short rides till Solang Valley. Therefore, you need to have at least 14 days to plan this trip. Pack your bicycle properly in bicycle box. You can carry your bicycle either by flight or train to Delhi or Chandigarh. If you are planning to take your bicycle by flight, take prior confirmation. Otherwise, you will get surprised on the last moment or you may end up paying more luggage charges. The best and economical way to carry your bicycle is by train. You can parcel your bicycle either to Delhi or Chandigarh and plan your trip accordingly. From Delhi or Chandigarh, you can take overnight Volvo bus for Manali. You can put your bicycle in luggage compartment of the bus. Bus will charge you 300 to 500 rupees for your luggage. I'll advise you to take government Volvo bus, which is very comfortable and fare is quite subsidized. If you don't have your own bicycle, instead of buying new one for this trip, you can rent it at Manali's main market. They will charge you 700 or 800 rupees per day. If you have your own bicycle at your home and you are low on your trip budget, I'll advise you to carry your own because you will spend 7 to 8k on bicycle rent. Your bicycle should have disc brake because drum brakes won't work while descending from the passes if it is raining. You will find lots of pickup truck on this route. Usually, they'll carry goods from Manali to Leh and mostly they'll be empty during their return journey. If you are planning your return to Manali only, you can put your bicycle in any empty pickup truck. They will charge you 1000 rupees to carry back your bicycle. Keep in mind, you are riding on one of the most extreme terrains on the planet. In this trip, you are going to test your mental and physical capabilities. Along with that, you need lots of patience, endurance, and you should be ready to face any unforeseen circumstances. For mental fitness, you can practice yoga, and for physical fitness, you can take long rides so that your body will get adjusted to bicycle saddle. Once you leave Manali, you won't get any mechanic in between till you reach Leh. So it is always better to get acquainted with your bicycle parts like brake, chain, gear adjustment, and puncture repair. If your bicycle is in good state and properly serviced, you won't face any issues except flat tires. Keep your bicycle clean and lubricated during your journey. In between, you'll get places for having food. You'll get basic food like rajma chawal, bread omelette, and Maggi. Food quality is good, but you won't find many varieties in it. You can carry protein bars, dry fruit powder, or laddus. It will help you a lot during your journey. Don't carry camping gears, it will unnecessarily increase your luggage weight and you are not going to pitch it anywhere. Riding on this route is completely different from regular riding. There are long stretches with almost no human population. You will be riding at an average elevation of 4,500 meters with thin air and strong headwinds. Every day, you will encounter with new challenges. The route we took as per our riding pace and places to stay are as I know it's very difficult to wake up early in the morning, but if you want to cover the distance you have planned, it's always better to start early in the morning. I advise you to clear passes before afternoon because you will find sudden change in weather post afternoon. So it is always better to start early and reach your destination early. It's very important to get acclimatize yourself with high altitude weather condition before starting your trip. At high altitude, air is very thin and less oxygen to breathe. You need to pump in more air and you will feel like you are getting exhausted very often. I'll advise you to carry and drink more water. You won't feel thirsty because of cold weather, but it is always better to keep your body hydrated. It will prevent you from getting cramps. Since you are riding on toughest terrain, don't neglect your physical intuitions. Don't stretch your body too much because there is no point in doing that. By doing so, you are putting yourself into trouble. Don't get offended to quit your journey in between. You can try next time also. Don't make hasty plan mostly while ascending. Consider average speed of 2 to 3 kilometers per hour and plan accordingly.